Hi guys, so I haven't made a Vanguard video in a few weeks, so today I'll just be showing you guys what decks I have currently for Vanguard. Yeah, so currently I have 6 decks. I have decks throughout all the formats in all of Vanguard. So, but the funny thing is I actually started with a premium deck, like a completely premium deck. Not V Premium or anything. Yeah, so I started playing using Go Paladin after I came back into playing Vanguard recently. So I actually started playing when I was very young, maybe around 10 years ago, I would say. Back then, Vanguard was still in its early stages. Maybe not 10 years, because Vanguard just hit 10 years, but maybe like 8 years ago. Yeah, so one of my first things that I remember about Vanguard is I remember going to a card shop and buying like a Korean trial deck. It was a Royal Paladin trial deck, and yeah, I bought like a Korean version for some reason. I don't think I have it with me now anymore, but that was like my first encounter playing Vanguard. Then after that, I also bought a few trial decks. Back then I was very privileged to even own a trial deck, so that was that. Yeah, so I bought a few trial decks along the way. It was like the first few that were released. I think it was a Garmor trial deck. Yeah, then it was during primary school. Yes, so after that I didn't really play much until secondary school. I bought a Link Joker trial deck, which I'm not sure whether I have it. I might have it, but it's basically just a G format Link Joker trial deck. Yeah, so then after that I stopped for around 2 to 3 years. Yeah, I stopped for around 2 to 3 years. Then I came back during the V series, around BT 6, the Infinite Deity Cradle, something like that, around there. So now I'll be showing you the first that I own ever since I came back to playing Vanguard last year, around April. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, this is my first deck. So it's actually a premium deck. I don't know why I started with a premium deck. I just wanted to know what Vanguard has came to, I guess, after all these years. So I actually bought a premium deck, and it's Go Paladin. So as you can see from my G zone, I've actually updated it a few times. So through various deck reviews that I've seen in YouTube. But yeah, this is the G zone. In the future I might do deck profiles of all the decks that I have, but for this video I'll just make it short and show you the decks that I own. Okay, so this is the G zone. And then for the main deck, I play Azo as the main archetype, alongside Percival, which is like a new addition from the new BT12, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Yes, so BT12, Percival, and Platina. So these are the 3 great trees that I play. I used to play Ravenhead, but then I don't really ride Ravenhead, so no point really running that. So yeah, I'll go more in depth in future videos, but for now I'll just show you guys everything that I have throughout over a year since I came back. Over a year, yeah, around a year. Yeah, So this was my first deck. My second deck is actually, if I'm not wrong, this. Yeah, I think it's this. So this was a Kagero deck. Okay, I'll just put the give markers aside. So this is a Kagero deck. It's a Blade Master variant. So this was my second deck. Yeah, then I played Blade Master, but then after that I've updated it to run Dauntless as my backup grade 3. Pretty good, especially when there's a lot of field control. You know, you get to wipe your opponent's board and all that. So yeah, I really like playing this deck. Yep. So this is Kagero Blade Master. Then the next one I actually have. Okay, I'll just put this back in the deck box first. Okay, my third deck. Let me see. My third deck was actually this, if I'm not wrong. It's a Bermuda deck. Wait, hold on. Yes. So this was my third deck. So it was a pawn deck, which I got, I think, few months back. Yeah. So I got it a few months back because, you know, I wanted to try something new. Yeah. So this was a pawn deck. With it's basically just the engine is just Melody. So you want to be running mostly Melody support in pawn. So yeah, nothing really much. Yeah, these are actually really cool. I bought it off someone online. So honestly, I'm a very casual player, so I don't really go to too many tournaments. But I mean, you know, when you're playing card games, you just want to enjoy and, you know, have the most fun that you can have while playing it. So I play meme cards like this that really have not much abilities. It's basically just Melody, so that's it. Yeah, I think most importantly, when you're playing like a card game like Vanguard, you really want to be enjoying yourself. Don't get too salty about losing. I think losing isn't bad. It's part of the fun as well. You can't always win, otherwise there's no point playing. Right. So yeah, this was my third deck. Okay, so now moving on to my fourth deck. It's actually let me see. It's actually a D series deck. So this was my fourth deck, which is Bruce, Violence Bruce. I think there's nothing much. I don't think I've done a deck profile of this yet, but I might do one in the future. I'm not sure yet. But this is Bruce. Yeah, this is my fourth deck ever since D series started. Yeah, nothing much, I guess. I think there's already many deck profiles of Final Rush on YouTube. So I guess you guys can check that out for now. Yeah. Yep. I think, yeah, this was a new support from the new special series booster. So yeah, so this was Bruce. I quite enjoy playing this. Just that, in my opinion, it's more confusing than Baron Magnus, because there's just many ways you can play it. Depending on what hand you have. So that's just my opinion on this deck. Yeah. Okay, so my fifth deck is actually Barren Magnus. I think you guys have already seen what it looks like. I don't think I've changed much from the deck profile I've done a few weeks back. It's just Barren Magnus. I quite like it, that's why I bought a few SPs of it. Yeah, I got 2, so I think I got 2 more online recently, so they should be coming soon. I will do like a mail opening video or something in the next coming days. But yeah, Barren Magnus, I think you guys have already seen it, so I'll just put this aside. Okay, so for my last deck, I did not expect myself to actually get it, but I wouldn't say it's out of impulse, but I hope that I will be able to enjoy it in the future. I haven't really played much of it yet, so this is okay. So yes, it's a protect deck. So with this deck, I will be, or rather, I can say for myself that I've tried all the gift markers. Protect for this, Excel for Gold Paladin, and Force for the rest. Kagero, Bermuda, all those. So this is a protect deck. You guys want to guess what it is? I'm not sure. Okay, so here you go. It's OTT. The variant for this, it's actually Battle Sisters. So, Battle Sister for March. I don't really have a specific reason why I got this. I think I just really wanted to try out a clan that, you know, has a protect marker on it. I think I've got it, or rather I managed to find it for pretty cheap. That's why I got it, instead of like Grand Blue or Dark Irregulars. And turns out to be pretty alright. I don't think it's the best deck right now, but it's still pretty fun, you know. It's definitely a change of pace from other marker types, so that's why I got this. I think for now my deck is pretty standard in terms of what you can or cannot run. It's just a bunch of Battle Sisters with your Great Tree Searchers. This is Goddess of the Sun Armatura, so it's just more pressure on your opponents. Just increases crit, I think. Yeah, increases crit and power, adds more pressure. But one thing I really like about this deck is that you get to stack your deck. So I think that's one thing about, you know, decks like OTT or maybe sometimes even Genesis. I think there's a new Genesis support coming out, but for the clan selection, I think V support. So that's that. Yeah, so that's all my 6 decks that I think that I have shown, or rather that I have currently. Yeah, I guess you guys can leave a comment in the comment section what decks you guys own, or what you guys main currently, or what decks you guys want to play, you know. I think Vanguard is always a game that you want to try out different things, find something that you really like. But saying that, you should always try and test it out before you commit to a certain clan or a certain deck, because decks, you know, they are not cheap. If you can find for cheap, I mean, that's great. But not all clans are cheap. Some are definitely more expensive or even more popular than others. So you definitely want to be testing out online. I think Cardfight area is a good platform, or I think some people also use Tabletop Simulator to test the decks. But yeah, definitely do test them out first before you commit to buying. So that's just one tip that I have for you guys. Yeah, so definitely leave a comment on what decks you play. I would definitely love to know. just to see, you know, what you guys are playing out there, or what actually gave you the inspiration to want to try out a certain deck, be it from watching anime or the or I don't know, maybe just it could be just someone telling you that this deck's good, and then you just went to try it. Yeah, but it could be really anything. I mean, card games, you know, everyone has their own story, so yeah, definitely I would love to find out what are, or rather what stories you guys have. So yeah, that will be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be doing more openings in the future, hopefully more deck profiles. Yeah, so yeah, thanks guys.